And this one. Oh shit, another one? Hey, yo, what's up, my sniffer? Welcome to Babushka Land. Today, I'm going to show you how to get a sniffer egg. So the sniffer egg is part of this whole archaeology thing. And I've gone out on a couple trips, as you can see from my shulker box here. Like I've got a few pottery sherds, which are really shards. I don't know why they call them sherds, but whatever. Which I could put together to make some pots with different decorations on them. I think that's pretty cool for like decorating the base. And then I've got this armor trim. I have no clue how this actually looks, but I ended up getting 6 of them. And then, of course, while digging around, I ended up picking up a lot of sand, sandstone, and like sand building blocks in general. I got some coal, I got some wheat, and then I have a few treasure maps as well as some tridents. So this is going to require combat. I did find some emeralds, and I've got some chests as well. And then I've got more other stuff over here. So if you want to get a sniffer, you're going to need to bring some stuff with you, because it's going to be a journey. Now, at the most basic level, what you're really going to need is some food, some wood, some wool. I'd bring at least 1 magma block and a couple boats, and then a stick, a copper ingot, and a feather in order to make one of these brushes. So you can make a brush just like this. And you will need a brush to search through suspicious sand or gravel. I would definitely bring some wool so that you can make a bed and sleep on some platforms that you make yourself. This might be a very long journey. Depends on how early or late you are in the game. If you're pretty early in the game, you're going to end up going back and forth quite a lot, unless you just leave items in a chest for later to come back to, or just let them disappear. That's going to be up to you. If you do, however, want to keep all the sand so you can make glass, which I personally would, I would end up doing a lot of trips back and forth or leaving them in chests for later. Now, if you're a little bit further in the game, you're going to need a brewing stand, and then you're going to need to make some potions of night vision as well as potions of water breathing. And I'll show you how to do that in a second. Building those is pretty easy. You can just take these items, and then we'll go over here. Oh, hi. Hey man, leave me alone. Maybe I'll sleep. Okay, so we'll go over here, grab some glass bottles, and then fill them up with water. Place the brewing stand down. Make sure your blaze rod is actually blaze powder so you can use it as fuel. Grab some nether wart and fill it with bottles. This is going to make awkward potions, so that's like the base potion for everything. You're going to need to make those first of all. Alright, that's 3 awkward potions. Okay, now we've got 6 of them, so once you've got 6, grab a puffer fish and put those together with the awkward potions. That is going to make the potion of water breathing. In the meantime, you will need a golden carrot. The golden carrot is for the potion of night vision. So once you've got your potions of water breathing, throw a redstone dust in there, and that'll increase the water breathing from 3 minutes to 8 minutes. Then put the golden carrot in with the awkward potions. That'll make the potions of night vision. Once you've got your night vision potions, same thing, throw the redstone dust in, and that'll increase it to 8 minutes. Once you've upgraded a full batch of potions, you've got water breathing and night vision. That should give you about 24 minutes to be underwater and brushing away at suspicious sand. So I would consider the potions kind of mid-game. If you're even further along than that, make sure you get a trident with impaling 5 and riptide. That makes underwater combat much easier and faster. And also grab an elytra so you can fly around instead of using a boat. But keep the boats just in case, I don't know. Like, look at this, I could have broken this pretty easily. So in terms of actually finding these underwater ruins, or in this case, this one's kind of just on the coast, right? There's 2 ways you can do it. With cheating and without cheating. If you're going to do it without cheating, you want to find a warm ocean biome, right? So you can figure that out by looking at the fish in the area. If you see tropical fish like this, right, you give those a little whack. See that? That's a tropical fish. If you find an area with little tropical fish like this, then you are in a warm water biome. If you're in a warm water biome, you will be able to find sniffer eggs. If you go for the riptide trident, see how easy that is? Yeah, you want that. It's going to make life so much better. Now, once you found a warm water biome, you can use your boat and kind of pedal around, or you can fly above the area like so, and then just look for ruins, right? Eventually, you will find ruins if you keep, you don't look in the same place over and over again. The other way to find a ruin by cheating is to go to chunk base and then basically isolate for ocean ruins over here. Obviously, you want to put your seed into the seed map and then isolate for ocean ruins, so we can also get rid of trail ruins. And then you can kind of just figure out where you are on the map, zoom out, and as you can see, there's lots of ruins available, right? So once I've completed one personally, I like to put that check over it, and then that's how I know I've already been to that area. No matter which way you decide to find your ruins, once you've eventually found your ruins, you're going to have to dig them up, right? So over here, as you can see, I've kind of dug this one up already. If you don't bring a potion of water breathing, you can always crouch on magma in order to refill your oxygen levels. So that's why I said bring a magma with you. If you crouch on magma, you will not get damaged. Now, we just dig up the area, see if there's any suspicious sand over here. I think I might have already taken all the suspicious sand out of this area, but we'll see. I think I saw some more ruins that I hadn't touched yet over here. Don't forget the gravel. You can get suspicious gravel as well. Keep in mind that the structures like this actually count. So if you see some, I guess that's polished sandstone or polished granite like that, you might be able to find some suspicious stuff underneath there. So let's search underneath these. So when you come across suspicious sand, it's going to look like this, and then you can just go and right click on it. And look at that, we've got the Sniffer Egg. Now, the nice thing about having a Riptide Trident plus Elytra is you can do this. Just right click, shoot yourself out of the water, press space, now you're floating and you can fly. Right, that's quite convenient. Oh, there's another ruin here. Huh. Okay. And looks like I haven't been here. See, that's a non-cheating way to find a ruin, which I actually didn't bother doing myself, but now I've accidentally not cheated, so that's kind of cool. Let's find some suspicious sand. Oh, there's some right there. Okay, let's brush it up. See what we get. An emerald. Okay, and this one. Oh shit! Another one. Oh, that's pretty lucky actually. Okay, I'll take it. Nice. Let's see what else we get here. I'm just going to destroy this whole structure. I don't really need it to be here. And maybe I'll use these granite blocks one day. Okay, technically you should clear out the seaweed in case there's suspicious sand that you didn't see, but, looks like I'm pretty good on that. We've got 2 suspicious sand right here. Let's see what we got. Okay, some wheat. Very nice. If I'm starving, I'll need that. And then a piece of coal that I can make into a coal block or something. Yeah, so just from that bit of searching, my inventory is like totally full, right? So that's kind of why I encourage to do this late game, because shulker boxes just make it so much easier. Just pop all this stuff in. Well, that's stuff I technically said I should bring, but yeah, stuff in them. See, there's the chest. We got another treasure map, coal, rotten flesh. Okay, so not the most recent Sniffer Egg, but the one before that, like, I did find that under gravel. So now I'm kind of suspicious. Like, is there more sand under the gravel? Seems like not really. But hey, it was worth a shot, whatever. It's not going to hurt me to have more stone. And yeah, I guess I'll go up, collect all this sand, and then head back to base. And once I'm done with all this, we're going to hatch some sniffers. Okay, now we're getting out for real. Oh, nice, it's raining. Oh, speaking of awesome things about Riptide, if it's raining, you can just fly around, especially with an Elytra. So, like, look at this. The Elytra's active, and then this thing shoots me forward. So now I'm going super fast. Like, What is that? I covered like 100 blocks in 2 seconds? 200 blocks? I don't know. So at the end of all this, I really ended up with these pottery shards, the armor trim, 3 sniffer eggs, some tridents, and then a few treasure chests. All the rest of this stuff could kind of be found elsewhere anyways. I am just going to put this in my item sorter, and then I'll have this smelted. To hatch the sniffer eggs, I think you just leave them on the grass like this, and then after about 20 minutes they eventually hatch. They do like to be on grass. They will dig up some items, I forgot what they're called. So once they hatch and become adults, they'll eventually go search around for torchflower seeds and pitcher pods. As you can see, I ended up putting all these sniffers into a sniffer farm. I'll show you how to make that in my next video. Alright, hope you found that helpful. See you later.